What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. I am Missy Renee, and on this channel we talk about manifesting. Everything manifesting. How to do it, how to properly apply it so that you can live the life you've always dreamed of. And in this video, we're going to talk about how to manifest money. Because come on, who doesn't want more money, right? And obviously, this is one that a lot of people struggle with. I know I certainly struggled with it a lot when I was new to manifesting. When I was getting into this world, I had a hard time with my beliefs surrounding money. I wanted to take the liberty to make this video so that way you guys have a go-to guide as to what you need to implement and what you need to do to manifest more wealth into your life. I'd say the first and most important thing to know and understand about money is just like everything else in your world, just like everything else in your reality, money is a belief. There is a belief surrounding money. A lot of factors are in place that gave you those beliefs, that created those beliefs around money in your specific situation. Your relationship with money is usually determined by the folks who raised us. Typically our parents and their parents before them and their parents before them. With money, there's a lot of this trickle-down effect, and it stems from childhood, because as a lot of you who grew up poor or even lower middle class, you probably remember your parents specifically stressing out about money. You remember a lot of fights around money. You remember your parents telling you things like you have to work really hard to get money, things of that nature. And when dealing with something like money, something that is kind of a necessity in this world, if you want to have, a decent standard of living, first place you're going to want to look is your beliefs surrounding money. And you can find those beliefs by how you react and how you typically feel in any given circumstance. So what really helped for me in order to kind of flip the script around as far as these money beliefs were concerned was I listed out all of the things that I felt about money and all of the things that I believed about money when it came to how I was raised, things that my parents taught me, things that I grew up resonating with. You want to pinpoint those beliefs, because what we need to do first and foremost is find out what the struggle is and where it is, and it's always something that is tied to a belief. If you had parents say money doesn't grow on trees, money's hard to come by, we don't have enough money, if you yourself felt this way, if you yourself are feeling like you don't have enough, if you feel like you are lacking, start with that. Start with getting all of these beliefs down on paper and honing in on these beliefs. Because what you can do once you have all of these beliefs laid out in front of you, once you get finished writing them down, you can take a look at them and you can start to convince yourself that these beliefs aren't true. And what I mean by that is, say for example, you wrote down, I have to work really hard to get money. Well, we know that that's not always the case. A lot of people don't have to work hard for money at all. I mean, there's people out there that money just comes to them in all different kinds of ways. There's a lot of people that don't struggle or work hard at all to get money. So that we can say, you know what? That's actually not true. I don't have to work hard for money. There's proof out there that that is in fact a false belief. You're trying to change that script, bottom line, because at the end of the day, like I said, money is like everything else in your world. It's just a belief. If you want to get yourself into a state where there is more money, where there is an abundance, you gotta start with that belief and that concept that you carry around it, sort of erasing that stigma, which is another thing that a lot of people struggle with. A lot of people think money is inherently bad. That's not true. Not true at all. And point out situations where actually money does a lot of good. Look at all the philanthropists out there that are doing so much good with their money. Really, this exercise is to just quell those limiting beliefs and that scarcity mindset that a lot of us carry about money. The second thing that you're going to want to do or keep in mind of is become aware of abundance in general. Become aware of how much abundance is already naturally around you. When you go for a walk outside, note how many leaves are on the trees. When you look up in the sky at night, look at how many stars are in the sky. When you go to a beach, look at how many grains of sand, look at how many droplets of water. We live in a universe of abundance, and it's everywhere. We get so caught up sometimes in our head and in our beliefs that we don't ever see the abundance that is already there. This will help you be more aware of just how much you have. I think the most important thing that we're trying to instill here when it comes to manifesting money, I truly believe it's actually more important to get yourself into a state of abundance and a state of wealth. Just trying to go after money itself, that's great and all, but we don't manifest things, we manifest states of being. So if you put yourself in a state of abundance, you're going to find that money will naturally come to you. It just will. It will show up in all different circumstances, a lot of which you would have never guessed in a million years how you received money that way. Broaden that scope. Really pay attention to the abundance in nature. Once I did that, money just started coming to me, hand over fist, from every direction. It was insane. We manifest the state from that state. If we acknowledge and become aware of the abundance around us, we're not going to have to worry about it. It's just going to come. So always try to be cognizant and aware of just how abundant this world really is. It'll feel like an expansion. It'll feel like you're growing on a soul level. With that, you will just experience abundance. You will experience all that is in this world. It'll just come to you. The third and probably most important of all of this, if you walk away with just one thing from this video, I want it to be this: cultivate gratitude. Cultivate a feeling of gratitude. We all can find something in our life that we're grateful for. I know for a lot of people right now, especially in the midst of the pandemic, there's a lot of trying times. It's a lot of stress for a lot of people, but there's always something that you can find to be grateful for. And the importance of this is, if you are in a state of gratitude, that means that you have been receiving, right? You can't be grateful unless something was bestowed upon you or given to you. If you are able to just focus on one or two things that you're grateful for and really just seep in that feeling of thank God for this, whether it's a friend, a family member, a lover, a pet, it could be your health, it could just be the fact that you have oxygen in your lungs, you have food in your stomach, you have somewhere to sleep tonight. Any of these things, you can use that and start to cultivate that feeling of gratitude, because with that, you are going to naturally find that money is going to gravitate towards you. It really will. And not even just money. I've had people gift me things. I've received free trips, free vacations. So it's not even just about manifesting money. It's manifesting an abundance mindset and a state of gratitude. I mean, think about it. You can't be grateful and be in despair. You can't feel abundant while feeling lack. You'll find that things naturally start gravitating towards you, good things, miraculous things. Cultivate that gratitude. Even if it's one or two things, stew on that and really feel it and give thanks for it, because I'm telling you, it will take you to a state where things will just naturally come to you. The last thing I would truly recommend when it comes to manifesting money, whenever you spend money, whenever you are going out and you know you have to pay for something, even if it's a bill, try to come at that when you're spending, again, from a place of thankfulness and gratitude. Because a lot of times, if you are struggling with money, if you have struggled with poverty like I had in my past, you will typically look at spending money like a bad thing. You're usually stuck in a very scarce mindset, and you're crunching numbers and you're trying to figure out, oh my God, do I have enough to pay the bills? How am I going to be able to afford to feed myself? Oh God, I have to do all this number crunching because I'm losing all this money. Don't look at spending as a loss. Look at it as, oh wow, I'm so grateful that I can buy this thing today. That's really cool. I have enough money to pay this bill. Awesome. I had enough money to get myself something to eat. Sweet. Anything like that, if you can come at it from a place of gratitude, I'm telling you, it will just start coming back to you in bucket loads. I've experienced this firsthand. I came from a very lower middle class, borderline poverty. I grew up in that world. I know that mindset. I lived in it for the first 10 years of my adult life. It wasn't until I discovered these teachings, and it wasn't until I started cultivating these practices, really honing in on the beliefs that I was carrying and flip them, that I started to see a 180. I mean, everything changed. And I just want for nothing, because I know that it's gonna get taken care of. I really hope this resonates. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video today. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit subscribe, hit that bell icon so that way you are notified every time I put out new content, which is which is Wednesday through Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you're interested in checking out any of my other resources, I will link my coaching website, my blog, and my social links down in the description box below. So definitely check those out. And if you have any other questions for me about money or about any topic, anything that you might want me to talk about in future videos, go ahead and give me a shout. And until next time, you guys, take care, be grateful. Everything comes from within. You are God. Happy manifesting.